sure they
special
caught
guest.
like half of what you just said, because when I said one, you talked and it was trying to load
No, I
it up.
didn't. No.
But anyway, we're live now.
Oh, see, the guy that's always got to take over. We're live now.
Go figure, I guess. Anyway, Jake the Snake, Tigger, we're back. We ain't been fired yet. We've been close, but we ain't been fired yet. And we got another special guest, and we might get fired after this night. Our good buddy Fastlane is special broadcaster with us tonight. He's going to be our teammate next season for the Cup Series. Fast, you want to say hey to the world that's listening and watching?
I mean, I don't know about special guests, but special ed guests, I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yep, we're going to get fired. Yeah. Anyway, so New Hampshire's tonight. Xfinity guys, this is their last race before they go to Homestead next Wednesday for their playoff finale. Tigger, who you thinking might be able to pull it out tonight?
Well, if Pendle runs, I'd say Pendle's probably the favorite. If not, probably Wildcats. Chase ain't running, but I kind of hope Ghost has a good run. I look for Dean to struggle.
Yeah, and by the way, I think it was Pendle, I think it was something, a family matter. I believe that was going to keep him from racing tonight. I think that's what it was a family matter. So our thoughts and prayers are with...
boy broke his arm at school.
Yeah, our thoughts and prayers with Pendle and his family and his son. I don't have kids personally, but that would be... It scared the shit out of me, just to be honest with you.
I'm glad you don't, because there ain't enough Q-tips in the world to have another guy with ears like you.
Yeah. I always got a joke about the ears, Tigger. I always got a joke about the ears. Always.
I'll tell you guys a funny story. My two broadcast partners went to have lunch the other day.
Oh,
Knew we were going to have lunch, so we called this Denny's at the Flying J, and I tell the lady I was Deputy Jay Larson's from the Calhoun County Sheriff's Department. And I told her, I said, you just had two gentlemen walk in. One of them had really big ears, right? And she said, oh, yeah, huge. I said, could you tell him that the Calhoun County Sheriff's Department was looking for him, asking if his name's Jacob Reeves? So she asked him, and Jake said, no, my name's not Jake Reeves. But I do have really big ears.
No, I never said that. I never did say that. That is 100% straight up bullshit. However,
you did not say my name's not Jacob Reeves.
Wait a minute. Hold up. No, well, that was a whole screwed up deal that shouldn't have went that way. Shouldn't have went that way by 9 ways of Sunday. But anyway, he is right. Me and Fastlane did get to meet up. It was a pretty cool experience, because, I mean, how often do you get to meet somebody, that you race online with? I mean, what's the odds in it? So, yeah, I mean, Fastlane, he's been a good friend of mine and Tigger's for a while. I mean, he's actually been friends with Tigger more than he has with me. Well, longer anyways. Yeah, I mean, they was both friends, and then I just kind of slid right in, and they just drug my ass along. So, but anyway, getting off the Denny's and Flying J BS subject, Fast, who you think's going to win, or do you even know who's running?
I know a few guys that are running. I know there's some fast ones. I know Pendle's pretty quick. Dean, he's usually pretty quick. But I don't know. I would look for one of those two to be up front most of the night. I don't think one of them will just run off and dominate the race, but it should be pretty good between those two at least.
Has somebody got their blinker on?
Rumor has it
No.
Dean's in the 30.4s and 5s, which would be the fastest lap for the week according to the board. Ghost is in the 30.5s, so it should be a pretty good show. I don't have a lap here, so I couldn't tell you because it's not really one of my favorite tracks. I'd rather than just fill it up with water, put fish in it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of New Hampshire. I've never really been a big fan of flat tracks to begin with. I mean, granted, Phoenix is pretty good, but you can't really declare Phoenix a flat track because it's got banking in it.
So Jake, tell us how excited you are to be one of the top 5 in the Cup Series. The battle for a championship next week at Homestead.
I'm stoked. Hell, I got hammered last night after I found out I made it in. Dude, I mean, it's,
Do you have a chance to beat Mitch, you think?
I mean, you got a whole week to work on the car. Anything's possible. Straight up, I could probably hang with him, but, I mean, in the end, shooting no bullshit. I mean, he has been the class of the field this season.
Well, I'll make you a deal. When you come here in July, if you buy all the beer for all 4 days, I'll wreck him and you don't have to worry about it. But you gotta buy all the beer for all 4 days.
For you to wreck him?
Yeah. And I don't drink Miller Lite. And I don't drink Michelob Ultra, so.
Okay, let me make sure I'm getting this right just before I make a definite answer here. If I buy all the beer, you'll wreck him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For 4 days worth of beer, I'd wreck my mother.
Nah, I'm good. I'll just buy them all.
Yeah.
I'll just buy them all. I'll just try to beat him straight up.
Well, because Mitch said he would buy my beer for them 4 days if I wrecked you, so I was trying to.
Oh, he said that. Huh. That sucks.
And the Mick, we'll just get him a bunch of Skittles and he won't show up. So.
Yeah. He. If he wins, he's gonna overdose on Skittles. So, or M&Ms or candy, give or take. But
they should be qualifying right now, huh?
I would assume they're qualifying. I mean, honestly, I don't really know who's. I don't know the whole field. I mean, you got Pendle and Chase that's going to be out. So really, I don't. I mean, I'm assuming Dean. I'm assuming Wildcats. I'm assuming those two is going to race, and Ghost, obviously our teammate, he's running. Joey Doucette drives one car. I believe he's racing. That's the only 4 I can call off the top of my head that I know. I mean, I know there's some other guys that's been racing some this season.
Did Pendle say for sure wasn't going to make it?
I cannot confirm that, so I do not know for 100% sure on that. But So, y'all check this out. Now, have y'all ever been to a TA? It's a travel center. It's like a yeah. It's a truck place.
I have.
Yeah. Okay. So, apparently, the one at our local TA. The ones you seen, they got like a Taco Bell, a Church's Chicken, and a Burger King, and all that other shit in the middle of it and everything. Well, this one had a Burger King, and I decided that I was going to go in for dinner to eat to eat there. By the way, invites is getting sent out. I'm fixing to jump in there in just a second. So they just sent me the invite, so I'm jumping in, and I'll get y'all the invite as well.
I'm pretty sure we all did.
Fastlane, did you get an invite?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I'll get you one, but anyway, I'm fixing to get invites out to both of you guys, just in case y'all did not get invites.
Why are they? It looks like that's a mistake because they're at Pocono.
No, they're all backing out.
That's what I said. Looks like they had a mistake and didn't change the track, so they're all at Pocono.
Well, anyway, we'll catch them on the next round, I guess. But anyway, back to my TA story. I decided that I was going to go into Burger King and I was going to get me a Whopper. So I go in, I get a Whopper with cheese. Just ketchup on me because that's how I eat my hamburgers. If y'all judge, judge whatever you want to do. But anyway, I get my Whopper with cheese, just ketchup on it, and I get a small Coke. It's $8.52. And that lady acted like that was just whatever Burger King apparently offers. And I told her, I said, no, you don't understand. I said, I paid way less for a hamburger at other places. And she looked at me and she was like, well, wherever you find that at, that might be where you need to go. Well, I would, but I'm in kind of a hurry. So I paid the $8.52. Just go ahead and get the damn hamburger and get on out the door. So, I mean,
sounds to me like you got a quarter dumbass in you.
No, I ain't got a quarter dumbass. I just got a quarter of.
You could have probably walked right across the street and got a whole meal for $8. I'm sure there was a McDonald's or Wendy's or something around there.
Yeah, actually, there was a McDonald's across the street.
Yep, so you could have got a double quarter pounder, fries, and a large drink for $8.
Yeah, I know that, but there's a lot of traffic on that exit, Tigger. You don't understand. It'd be tough for me to get
Georgia
over.
math for you.
No, that's not Georgia math. That's being common sense, because by the time I get over there, I had something I had to take care of at 1 o'clock, and all this was going on around 12:15.
That's when you have common sense. So if you go somewhere and they charge you 300% more than what they normally charge, aren't you going to go across the street and get a better deal?
I'll go somewhere else to get a better deal.
Well, I guess we all don't work for the Georgia Department of Transportation, so we're not rich. We don't make a lot of money to sit in the truck and do nothing.
Oh, wow. You only saw my pay stub. Anyway, so apparently we're sitting there waiting on these guys to get us in, and there's the invite. Just got the invite. I'm on my way in as we speak. They're firing it up. So I sent both of you guys invites just in case.
When do I need to accept it? Like now?
Now?
Yeah, now.
Okay.
We're going to run the Overton's 200.
Overton's 200. At New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I'm not a big fan of this track, but anyway. We'll see what happens, Joe. As we load in. Okay. We're still loading in.
Looks like we got a good field of cars there.
Alright. So let's see where everybody's at.
Looks like 9 or 10. Looks like Pendle made it to me.
Good deal.
I believe Pendle's in the 22.
Yep.
Yes, Pendle is in the 22.
OP
Looks
the
like,
league owner in the 9.
Looks like Dean is on the pole. I don't know who the heck this guy is in this 15 car. I haven't seen him, so he must be one of the new drivers or something like that, but we'll get a name here shortly on the 15 car. Looks like Wildcats is right there in third. Looks like Pendle's fourth.
Word is Dean may have a penalty if it didn't pass post-qualifying inspection.
I don't know what the deal is with all that, but here we go. We are racing at New Hampshire, and they diving into turn one. Got a couple
They're
on the apron already.
3 wide.
Got a couple hitting the wall back there coming off of 2.
42 Wildcats trying to go around Dean on the outside.
Better watch Pendle. I'm telling you, that kid's fast. He's got a good car. There's a possibility he can drive right up here and mix this up as they complete lap 1 of 100.
15 looks like it's JT Racer.
Yeah, JT Racer. Looks like he's got a pretty good line.
Looks like he's rolling pretty good right now.
Running right around the middle to the top.
See if we can ride on board with him right here on our broadcast. See what it looks like from our or from
Here
his
comes Wildcats diving inside for the lead. Wildcats will take the lead.
Yes, he does.
Gonna clear him off the corner.
That's a done by Wildcats. Everybody's just kind of right here together. Could lead to a very exciting race right here. Nobody's really way in the back, so it looks like all 9 of them is kind of lined up right here. Of course, that Georgia math I got, for some, I might be miscounting the car. Son, we are rolling.
It's a pretty good little battle for what's that, 5th place? Between NASCAR 14 and who's that in the 1?
Joey Doucette.
Doucette?
Yeah. Doucette. He's come a long way as well. Joey's come a long way. Matter of fact, I think we actually played some Monopoly with him one night.
Yeah, he retired from Monopoly to become a full-time Xfinity driver.
I don't see how he had to retire from Monopoly. I mean, my God. That guy was so lucky every single time that he done something.
Battle for second there. Looked like Dean kind of took over second. 15 car looks like he's faded a little bit. Maybe he just struggling or had a really good qualifying car, but not such a good line. As I say that, he dives back inside to make the run. Looks like the
looking
42.
high, but I don't. Looking high, but I don't think he's
out.
gonna make any grounds up there.
42 is just rolling, baby.
Guys, if you had Wildcat in your office pool for this race, I think you probably won it. I mean, I know it's first stage and it's very early in this race, but I was actually expecting it to be closer than this, but he is checking out and he is gone.
I told you at the beginning of the broadcast, I thought he was man to do it. Good. You could throw a blanket over second, third, and fourth, though. Right on board with the 15 car for a little bit in the flex shot. Chevy Camaro owned by Johnny Davis.
Oh, good old Johnny Davis.
Out of Gaffney, South Carolina. Johnny was gracious enough to get Jake some garage passes to the Xfinity race at Charlotte.
Yep, shout out to Johnny Davis for that. That will be a very, very unbelievable experience to check out NASCAR firsthand. Pretty much.
Well, you shouldn't have a problem hearing anything.
No, no, I should be able to hear everything that comes up, probably. So should.
I talked to
Anyways.
Racing Electronics about getting you a headset, but they just said they didn't have enough material to make earmuffs that big.
Go figure.
Yeah, first to fourth, they all look like they're pretty even. Nobody's, they're kind of holding the same gap between everybody.
I'll be honest with you, I think that 42 could probably just hightail it out of there. He could really probably open it up a little bit more. I think he's just riding right now. I think that 42 is just on cruise control. He's just taking what he's got and he's just running with it. I mean, he's not going to try to push it. I think he's just seeing what he's got, just carrying on down the road, and he's saving it for when he needs it. That's my opinion, anyways.
Got Ghostly Rider back here looking on the inside of the 3 trying to make a pass.
Let's see if we can zoom back here and see if we can find him. There we are. There's a 3.
Looks like he's going to make it.
28.
Got a pass for fourth.
Looks like 3 is going to clear that 28. There's Dean, JT Racer right behind him. And
23 looks like he's rolling by himself.
I don't know 100% right here, but it looks kind of like the 7 might be closing into that 42 just a little bit.
Is anybody seeing Pendle? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you seen it 22 up front.
Ooh, the 15's taking the...
Yeah, 15 took a really high line through there.
He took a Kyle Larson line through there. He's up on the cushion. Riding high, not afraid to die. Can he do it, Jack Hewitt?
Dean, like he's trying to build something there. Here's Pendle.
Looks to me like that middle groove is the fastest line around the racetrack. Opie, I think Opie's just riding around out back waiting for something to happen.
There's Opie.
Smart
We
strategy.
just caught on to it.
I tried that last night in the Cup race. That was.
Opie's hitting the wall back here, matter of fact.
I was kind of more worse off than a one-legged man in the ass-kicking contest. Tell you what, that 42 car rolling, son.
It looks like he should get him a run right here. He might make the move. But maybe wait till turn 3. I took the high line so he can get a run.
Oh, he's on the apron now. He must have a good handle on the car because he's up top, he's in the middle, he's on the apron.
It looked like Pendle is trying to make a move
like
on
7. Looks like 7 overdrove it there a little bit, trying to keep his spot.
Yeah, Pendle's trying to go around Joey right here. Let's see if we can ease back here to those guys.
Whoa. Wish we knew how many laps left on the stage.
I'll see if I can find out here shortly. See if I can pull this up as you're still looking at Pendle. Might want to. Well, up here, Opie is running. No joke, he is running that Kyle Larson line, son. He is loving it. Well, he might not be loving it, but son, he's running. Pendle is not broadcasting this race this evening, so I have no idea on anything.
Trying to take a look underneath the 7 again.
Yeah.
Gets to his
Trying to get a run.
He
He may take a look down here. Alright, he's going to take the high line to get a run off the corner.
We're sitting there watching this battle for second. The 42 is... he's in a different state at this point. He's not even... He's not
15
even
should get a really good run here. 7 went wide. He's looking. He's
7
looking.
blocking a little, mirror driving a little bit there, it looked like. Looks like the caution's out. Maybe it was the computer that took over.
I believe that's what it was. Who was it, though? Was the question.
It could be the end of the stage.
Yes, it could be. It could possibly
be
be the end of the stage. Once again, we do apologize. We do not have any...
While we take this caution break, we'll have 4 Tums, a drink of Powerade, and try to get an update.
The stands look packed, though. That's kind of funny.
Looks like it was the end of the stage, because they posted it in the chat. As they go green once again. Everybody's all up on Wildcat right here. Let's see what happens. Oh, 15 slid up. Got into the 7 a little bit.
Yeah, that allows 42 to get away.
He gone.
A little bit.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I think at 42, that's pretty much all she wrote, pretty much.
42 is leaving the bottom open. 7's looking.
Looks like Joey Duchette got disconnected under caution there.
Comes Dean on the inside of that
we've
42.
got a battle for the lead.
Leader. Yeah, the leader
42's gonna hold
change.
it on the
Oh,
outside,
they
though.
are. Wow, look like they touched doors a little bit right there. Let's get old-fashioned short track racing at its finest. They keep racing hard like this right here. That's going to allow that 15 to catch up.
The overall census in the Discord chat is the Wildcats has the car to beat. Everybody else says their car is terrible. It's extremely tight in the center of the corner.
42 pulled away a lot in 3 and 4.
So even the racers are picking the 42.
2 car lengths.
Yeah, these 3 right here, I believe this is the 3 cars right here. These are the 3 cars to beat if you're going to try to win this race, unless it's some type of strategy comes out. Now, I ask both of you this to get y'all's expert opinions on this. Would this be a track for fuel mileage? And
It
either
can
one
be.
of you want to say something, go for it.
It can be if the field gets spread out. I mean, you have, first, second, third right there within about a second of each other, but
15
once it gets spread out.
7th second.
Once it gets spread out, it can be a field mileage race.
Seven trying to come back on him right here. These two, while these two are racing very hard, at 42 is starting to inch away. Seven's just trying to give it him all he's got right back there. Dean trying to get back around him. And damn, every single one of them, they just get so close to killing that turn 2 wall.
Ghostly Rider going down pit road. I'm thinking that was an unscheduled stop.
There's a good old Ghostly Rider sitting in his pit stall. What we have, Tigger? Why's he in the pits?
Waiting to find out.
Ghost Rider's back out on the racetrack. Look like he's got a little bit of damage on that.
He said he got loose, wasn't nowhere close to the pit road entrance, and they put him in there anyway. And he said a couple other words like, son of a, you know what.
Got a battle for second right here. Seven's coming up on that 15 right here. Right on his back bumper. Tell you what, guys, JT Racer, he's a sleeper in all this. Nobody, I don't think any of us actually had him picked to run, for the win, much less run up front. And Seven's going to be on his inside right here, coming off of turn 4. He is there. That is a 2-wide battle for second.
That 23 is catching both of them.
Yeah, the more they battle, 42 is getting further away.
Oh, 23 just smoked the fence.
'23 looks like he's running 4th, isn't he?
Yeah. He was catching him until he just smoked the wall coming off the turn 2.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something kind of, anybody at this point is going to have to do something kind of drastic, change something up, but that 42 is going to take off and he's going to win this race. Man, I know it's just stage 2, but they're going to have to do something.
Ghost talking about not having a snowball's chance in hell.
Here's Jason in the 3 car. I believe he's actually going to be our teammate next season. I believe that's who our teammate's going to be. I'm not quite sure. He's got Pendle closing up on him. There's a 23. Obviously, you can see a little bit of right front damage right there where his hood is. That's probably where he smoked the fence, as Tigger talked about a minute ago. There goes the Ratter. 28 car.
We got a little battle for, what's that, about 5th place? Back here between Pendle and who's in the 3?
Jason. Yep.
Cleope just going lap down. He must be struggling.
Pendle looks like he's used up the nose on that thing a little bit.
Pendle makes the pass.
He's gonna clear him.
Looks like Jason's starting to fade a little bit as well. Here's Opie in the 9 car.
I'm just wondering if Ghost went back to his setup or run the setup I give him, because he's screaming and yelling how bad it is.
Well, we talked.
Oh, 23 just put the owner of the league in the wall. That's not good.
Well, going back to what I was fixing to say, we talked about this before the broadcast. You was talking about how Ghost's setup might not be ideal, but we talked about this before the broadcast, that you kind of have to set up a loose race car here. Because if you don't set up a loose race car here, in the longer runs, the car will eventually get tight, and then you're not going to be able to turn.
You're gonna knock the fence down like the 9 just did.
I'm guessing he set his car up for tight. So, alright, either we got a caution for a wreck, or stage 2 has ended.
We're under caution. Let me see if I can get these cats to tell us what they're gonna do.
And I would, we would go to a commercial break. We would advertise Hooters or advertise those.
Alright, who's taking 4
sponsors,
tires? Who's taking 2 tires?
But I've been told not to do any more advertising because of some type of copyright material. So, sorry for the funny crap, but that funny crap kind of went out the door, I guess.
Dean said he's taking 4 tires, a new car, and a new crew chief because his car ain't very good today.
All right, let's see what
Wildcat
happens here,
said
guys.
he's going to pull a spark plug wire off so they can compete with him.
There you go. Go down a cylinder. That's what he needs to do. Go down a cylinder.
They're bunched up now. Maybe Pendle made a bunch of adjustments. He might have a chance to run with them.
I really hope so, man. I mean, he'd be the fan favorite for this race with the circumstances he's got going on. So he would be the fan favorite for this race. I really hope he runs good tonight.
Looks like 7 may decide to take a look down here. He stays in line. Looks low, but 42 should get the run off the corner.
Pendle kind of looked like he drove into the 23's door back there just a little bit, trying to go for 4th.
Is that a showcase that once in a while everybody can get into everybody?
It's a short track. That's just how it goes. Everybody's going to get into everybody.
Pendle, there goes Pendle. Yeah, those just got tight, got into the wall.
That 42 car is just rolling away.
Yeah.
Looks like the 7 car drives in a bunch harder, but the 42 just gets to run off.
23 and the 22 get together a little bit.
23 was not happy with the 22. He was telling him he'd give him plenty of room and announced his displeasure with him. 15's on the inside of 7. Got a battle for second. He should clear him going in this corner.
And these two guys are battling for second so hard. They're just allowing Wildcats just to drive away.
That 42 just rolls the center of the corner so much better in every car.
Yeah, it looks like he's hooking the seam a little bit. That might be helping him out just a little bit, you know, to give him a better turn off the corner. Through the center and off the corner, I bet you that's probably what he's trying to use, because he's using the same line at both ends of the west track. Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to catch this 42. He's pretty much got this one in the bag. Looks like the 15, he's overdriving it, trying to catch him.
So we got 45 laps left. They're going to have to pit at least one more time.
Green flag pit stops can get interesting here, because never know, somebody might smoke them going into the pits, and they might get a black flag. Could be the leader. I'm not trying to jinx him or nothing, but it could be the leader. He could get a black flag right here. And then this could be a whole different race. But that's probably about the only way this 42 is probably going to lose this race right here, is because he's, it's like you said, Tigger, this guy's on a rail right here.
22 looks like he's inside the 23 again.
Looks like the 23 is actually going in. So, oh, he backed out of it. Ooh, give him possibly a little love tap to the 22 right there from the 23. Meanwhile, it looks kind of like everything's kind of settled down up front. Everything's kind of settled down up there. I'm not 100% sure if they're actually gaining on Wildcats, or, well,
I would say they are.
yeah, I would say they are too.
I've been riding along with Dean for the last 5 laps or so.
Yeah, but he's just saving his stuff. He's rolling around saving his stuff.
Well, once they get to battling for second place, 42 drives away, but he's got him a good run right here on the 15. He might try to make a move down here.
Looks like
he's looking. He's looking.
He is looking. 15 goes really wide right here.
They're gonna be side by side.
That's
I think if the 7 clears
him,
I think if the 7 clears the 15, he might be able to, you know, little by little make up ground on the 42. I don't know if they'll have enough laps left or not.
I got it in the wide view there. It kind of looks like the 22's catching the 15 and the 7 as well. 15's inside the 7 again.
The 7's got a pretty good line. He can get a pretty good run off the corner.
Oh, the 15
right there.
Both of them sniffed the fence.
Yeah, I think they seen that they were gaining a little bit of ground and started chasing it.
Word from the Discord chat is we're both driving the piss out of these cars. You got to be happy for the 15 though. I mean, he's running on 1/16 of the budget that the 42 and the 7 and the 22 are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this guy right here, he's going to be really good come next season. I'm not sure what team he is on.
I know they just said he's going to drive the 48 car. I don't know whose team, but that's the car.
We're getting a couple of comments in our live broadcast. I would like to see who is commenting on a race. I would love to see that. Matter of fact, I believe I'm going to try and look.
Is that Opie we got going down pit road?
I want to see right quick, see if we can get some comments, see who's making comments. Mitch, who drives the 20 car in the Cup Series. He says they need to quit racing for seconds so they can catch the 42. And that's what we've been saying here during this broadcast. But I think they've raced too hard and they kind of
Used up their stuff.
Yeah, they used up their stuff, and not only that, but they let that 42 get away. So it's kind of all she wrote now.
I'm still riding along with Dean, and the 42 is not just driving off. I mean, you know, Dean got into the wall and lost ground on his own, but he's held his own since.
Now, quick question for both of you guys. I mean, I know New Hampshire, you know, is a real hard and technical track. Do you think someone might gamble a little bit here and try to possibly try some kind of crazy pit strategy as far as like maybe 2 tires or something like that to try to gain some track position and see if they can make it? Do you think anybody might try it?
I think they'll have to, because nobody's been able to run down the 42 and just pass them on their own. I think somebody's gonna have to try something to even get up, you know, close to them.
Unfortunately, I think the top 3 will be, you know, they'll play each other's hand and do 4 2 cans to where if you're fourth, 5th, 6th, you know, you might have to take a chance at it.
Yeah, the 7 and the 15, I think they can, you know, if it came down to it, I think they could run with the 42.
It's just this 2 wide battle stuff they're doing right here is it's screwing up their momentum, it's screwing up the run, it's screwing up trying to catch them. I mean that's from what I'm
they all know they have to pit.
And for the viewer that made the comment about the 7 and the 15 racing, which I think was Mitch, they both said to tell you to bleep off.
Who, me?
No, to the viewer Mitch that made the comment about 7 and 15 need to quit racing so hard to catch the 42. When I told him that, they said tell him to bleep off. First they thought it was Chase. They were blaming Chase, but it's not Chase. The 42 car is gone.
he is completely checked out from this race, and
I think Dean's used most of his stuff up racing around with the 15.
But he can
Then
afford
he's
to
just trying to
gamble.
hold on to it now to pit.
Yeah, I mean, Dean can afford to gamble. He's already locked into this playoffs.
Yeah.
He's
Which
already
I
locked
believe the
in next weekend, so
42
he
is
can
as
gamble.
well, isn't he?
I'd have to go and look. I think he's actually, yeah, I think he is locked in. If not, he will be tonight. So, uh, I will take a look, see how far I can go back right here, and see if I can look at some Xfinity points.
I could tell you. Alright. Dean is locked in, the 42 is locked in. I would say that Pendle will be locked in. And what's gonna be Harry is the one car disconnected, and him and Ghost are in a tight battle for that 5th transfer spot.
Dean, he's coming to pit road.
Bless me.
He's gonna short pit, try to make up some ground.
So we got 7 right here. He's on pit road.
I would venture to say your 5 people that are going to advance in points will be Dean, Wildcat, Pendle, Duchette, Ghost, and then Chase will get in as that 6th driver on that technicality from last week.
Yeah.
Because he won't get no points for today.
Yeah, and I was not watching that race. I had heard about it, and I'd heard about how it went and how it ended. And I agree 100% that he deserves to be in that race because he had Kentucky in the bag, and unforeseen circumstances, technicality issues, or what have you, well, basically screwed him out of getting his advancement to Homestead. So, I applaud, the owners for that, to get him in. And I'm not
Looks
saying
like
that
the
just because
15's
he's my
on
friend.
pit
I'm just saying that just because it's
15's actually pit road.
real. But
Yeah.
it should be that way.
Dean
Dean
may
comes
actually
out
come
way
out.
ahead of him.
Dean may come out with a lead here. Or at least just in front of the leader.
Pendle gets in the wall right here, and the 7 drives by. Where is that
I believe that's the
42?
leader
He's on pit road.
He's on pit road now. Dean, I believe, is getting his lap back there. It should be close. We'll have to
may
see.
have a barn burner here, boys.
He may have the lead or be just behind the leader. But either way, he gained a lot of ground.
Yeah, I'm sitting right here watching, see where Dean comes off for 4, and here he comes.
Dean's at the line now. He's going to end up with a lead here, I believe.
If not, it's going to be really tight right here, boys. It's going to be really tight. Here he comes.
He gained a lot of ground.
And they are right with each other. Neck and neck going into 3.
That's what he wanted.
He's going to get that lead, too. Can he hold it, though? Wow.
He's cleared him. It's the first time the 42 has not been out front all night.
Let's see how he reacts in traffic. To this.
I will see if the 42 still has the best car in the field. Which he's getting a hell of a run on him, so I'm gonna venture to say he's gonna pass him here in the next couple laps.
Well, that is a possibility, but the whole time he's been leading and pulling away from everybody. I mean, granted, you could say the 7 and the 15 was running side by side and battling. But 42 had clean air.
They get the battling too long for the lead,
Look how he rolls that center of the corner compared to them other guys.
And he's right up his back bumper right here.
Yeah, I mean, watch him just get in the center of that corner and just roll it.
Need to get a lap count here. Need to get a lap count, see how many laps we got to go here.
Dean pulled him a little bit right there.
Somebody keeps commenting, I'm guessing it's Mitch.
42 cut across. Yeah, he's gonna have a run right here. Big run.
There he goes to the inside. 42 on the 7. Oh, and the 7 is going to keep it.
Throw it in there.
Somebody get us a lap count.
I said 20 to go.
20 to go.
10 to go?
20 to go.
20 to go. Dean pulled quite a bit right there through that corner. I think.
Let's watch that 42 roll the center. He's just messing with him. He's trying to have fun. He ain't had nobody to race all night. He's just having fun racing. When he wants to pull the trigger, he'll pull it. You just wait.
Yeah, they're running real close right here. And if you had just joined the broadcast, we're in the final stage of this race. Top 5 guys make it to Homestead with the addition of Chase.
There we go,
42's looking. 42's looking.
That 7 car is going to keep chopping him, and it's probably not going to be pretty.
We do have a lap car coming up right here, Opie. He's going to get on out of the way. Let these two guys battle it out for the lead. Maybe. Yes, he will. As he smokes the wall again.
I think the 42 is going to have him another run right here.
Is it possible the 42 uses the bumper to get past him? I mean, that's a possibility. I mean, both these guys are locked in. They're just racing for the hell of it at this point. So, oh, he's got it outside. He's outside. Maybe not.
Yeah, he's going to get the run, though. He's going to cross him over.
There he comes.
There it is.
There it is. You called it fast. And that could be the race right there, guys.
Dean may try to cross him back over here, though. If he can get the run off the corner, he can at least get to his quarter panel.
Nah, he's already pulling away.
I think that may be the race.
That might be it right there, guys. Good call on that one, Fast. Years of experience, I assume.
I would say if Dean could get to him, he wouldn't wreck it, but he would move him.
Kind of like a Joey Logano, Martin Truex at Martinsville kind of deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Dean, he's not one to wreck somebody for the win, but there's nothing wrong with a little bumping out of the way from time to time. The only problem with it is he's got to get to him.
He is overdriving the car so hard right now. Either that or that 42 is like, just like Tigger said, he's just getting some kick-ass runs coming off his corners.
Well, he just rolls the center so much better. He's got so much free roll. And if you watched the few laps that he followed the 7 car there, you could tell that, you know, he was rolling out of the throttle, getting in the corner probably a half car length sooner. And that allows him to get all that free roll in the center of the corner.
That big run down to the bottom. Yeah, I think Dean used quite a bit up trying to run with the 42.
He probably used a lot up trying to keep him back there, yeah.
Well, he did pit, what, about 3 laps before the 42?
Yeah.
But
2 or 3.
All in all, he did
become good friends with that 42, though. Maybe he'll help us get around this place.
That would be an option. You got the lap count, Tigger?
I imagine there's about 8 to go.
Well, that's what we're going to go with. We're going to say 8 to go with.
I'd say about 12, 11 to go, somewhere in there.
I'm going to be right in the middle, and I'm going to say 9 to 10 to go. I'm going to be right in the middle.
Now, if we get a late race caution, that's gonna jumble up all the whole field. I think everybody will come to pit road, but not everybody will take 4 tires.
Nah, I don't think they will. Especially with these two guys up front. They got nothing to lose. So they're gonna definitely gamble with it and try to play mind games with each other.
I don't know what the 15 did, but he kind of dialed himself out. I say dialed himself out. He's still running in third. He's a whole straightaway and a quarter behind the leader.
Yeah, this 42's absolutely checking out. I mean, this is an amazing race for him, and it's going to give him a lot of momentum, whether or not he actually pulls this out or not. It's going to give him a lot of momentum going into Homestead next week.
I hate to hope for it, but I believe everybody's hoping to get a caution. Maybe even some overtime. Somebody may stay out. Doubt it. That's always a possibility.
Yeah, they need a memo. That's what they need. They need a memo.
That part is, I'm not sure caution would even help them with the way the 42 is.
Yeah, 42 is rolling. And this, I called it in the first stage. I said if you had him picked in the office pool, you got him. So you got the winner. And
I mean, he's checked out like a fat kid playing dodgeball.
42 coming to the line. Like I said, we don't really have a lap count. For now, we really don't have a lap count. So we're kind of just sitting there with everybody else, just kind of waiting, seeing what happens. Don't really know, but you know. Anyway,
We'll blame that on Pendle for not broadcasting.
Yeah. That's probably how we need to do it. Probably is blame Pendle, I guess. But 42 is still checking out. Still going. He's still rolling. They're still racing.
I believe the 7 just used his stuff up trying to keep the 42 behind him. But, I mean, that's the only option you got, really.
Got 5 to go. 5 to go.
5 to go. So it'd be 4 to go right here at the line, right?
Yep.
All right, 4 to go for the 42. He brings it down into turn 1. Wildcats had a pretty good season, matter of fact, this season, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, he's been up there. I think he's actually second in points, if I'm not mistaken. No, he's third in points. Only 8 out of second. 18 out of third. Chase Emerson, he didn't make it tonight. He's 20.
This right here will definitely help him out a little bit, I guess you could say, in the regular season points. But it doesn't really matter when they go to Homestead, though. It does not matter. And once they go to Homestead, points is out the window. It's the top finishing car. 2 to go for that 42 car.
Well, I'd say he's got all the momentum going into Homestead, though, because he's won 2 out of the 3.
I mean, he's led all but, what, 5 laps of this race?
Yeah.
If that.
And he's won 2 out of the 3 chase races to get to Homestead, so. I would call Vegas and put a little bit of money on him, probably.
42 coming to take the white flag. One more lap for the 42 car.
He could probably finish this lap with the steering wheel hanging out the window like Kyle Larson does with burnouts and still win.
He just got 2 more corners to pull it off right here. 42 coming off of turn.
Yeah, he can
4.
coast it from there.
And Wildcat is going to take the checkered flag here at New Hampshire. What a dominating performance. Looks like El Blanco, Dean, he'll take second. I believe JT will take third. I believe.
23 looks like he may be 4th. No, Pendle 4th, the 23 5th.
23 would be 5th.
The 3 will be 6th, I believe. Opie will be 7th.
And Opie's out here on the middle of the back, middle of the front stretch.
Quitters, Ghost and Jay Duchette. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. This race was brought to you by Powerade Zero.
Powerade Zero.
It's normally brought to you by Dairy Queen and the Oreo Blizzard, but tonight was a late supper night, so no Oreo Blizzard.
So here's your finishing order: 42, 7, 15, 22, 23, the 3, 9, 28, and 1. That is the top 9 finishers. All the guys finished.
Well, hey, I'm pretty proud. I finished 10th, and I didn't even make a lap.
I think I finished
11th. Last lane finished 12th.
I'll take it top 15.
I guess we'll try to get your
I'm on my way to do it right now. Get Mr. Wildcat in here.
In here also.
Yeah, we usually.
One at a time.
Yeah, we usually give them one at a time. That way, everyone has their moment in the spotlight.
There he is.
There is the dominant man.
Leading.
What's up, guys?
Not much,
Tell
man.
us about your
Congratulations.
dominating win.
Really? This car was really, really fast. I was looking forward to this track. It's one of my best tracks in the game. And a few weeks ago in another league, I brought the same setup, dominated that one. I put in the Xfinity car and hope it worked, and it worked.
So what you're saying is you're abnormal because you're one of the few people that really like love.
Yeah, I'm one of the few people that likes it.
I agree. So since you dominated and we bragged on you so much, the 3 of us in the booth would really like you to help us out at Loudon in the future. Because none of us could do anything.
That's what I was going to get at. If you're ever in the sharing mood, I'll gladly take a New Hampshire setup.
I always try to help people out.
To me in the booth, it looked like your car rolled the center of the corner so much better than everybody else's. Was that a contribution to you lifting a little bit sooner, getting in the corner to where they were driving it in harder? Or...
Yeah, I was lifting early. Make sure I hit my marks good and don't hit the apron or the bottom line.
That's me patting myself on the back.
Now, I do have a question for you, though, Wildcats. When Dane short pitted and eventually came out in front of you, was you just kind of just riding and just waiting, or was you actually trying to get around him? Was you just waiting, for him to, fade away, or was you actually trying, to get around him?
I was just riding for a minute, make sure I had enough fuel. And once I knew I had enough fuel, I was just hoping he would make a mistake or just hope that I get a good run, get around him.
I thought you were just playing with him because you actually wanted to try to have somebody to race, because it had to be somewhat boring just out there by yourself, not ever racing anybody.
Yeah, it looked like to me you would just ride behind him and kind of wait for his stuff to fall off.
Yeah.
And then
he
just,
said,
get a run.
I think he
and
said like 4 or 5 laps ahead of me.
Yeah, I think he pit about 3 laps before you did. Sometimes it's not a big difference. Sometimes it is.
Yep.
Well, I'm here to tell you, I think all the momentum's in your court for Homestead, because you won 2 out of the 3 playoff races heading to Homestead. You look, you look like Jeff Burton did 15 years ago when he led every damn lap plowing in the Excite car. So, I'm calling Vegas. I'm calling Vegas next Wednesday. I'm going to put at least $10 on you on the odds. So,
all right.
We'll see. Well, congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you at Homestead. Hopefully, you hold the championship.
Yeah, hopefully the team will be very strong at Pendle, and everybody will be.
All right, well, we'll get them in here and see what their thoughts are. Congratulations.
Good luck next week.
Thank you. Thanks for broadcasting.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
All right, let's see if we can get Mr. Buckle in here.
He's so calm. Yeah, I had a good look. You know what he does? I was like, yeah, I kicked their ass.
He didn't want to say it that way.
I'm just
Here
the
we
best
go.
there is.
We're here with our second place finisher. Tell us about your exciting race there, Dean. You pitted a little bit earlier at the end of the race to try some strategy. It worked out, but it looked like you really had to push your stuff to try to keep the 42 behind you. So tell us about all that.
Yeah, he was fast all night long. In our team chat, he said that he was able to run in the 2s, so I knew I was pretty much screwed. So so I just figured that if I short pit now, I'm probably gonna give it some time later, but hopefully he'd stay out a little longer and gave up more time. But unfortunately, he didn't. He pitted like what 3 laps after me. So. But he had the dominant car tonight, that's for sure. I couldn't keep up at all. So that was my only way of trying to win the race, is by short pitting, and tried it, but it still took second. I'll take second, that's for sure.
You and that
we was
15
talking
car had a
about
hell
that.
of a battle.
Yeah, or we was talking about that during the broadcast. We was talking about, can anybody get around the 42? And talking about strategy, and Fastlane said, yes, they're obviously going to have to short pit, or they're going to have to try something like 2 tires, or, I don't know why the hell you take no tires, but, try something. That was the only way that you could get, around him, and obviously you were the one to try it, but,
Yeah, even if taking 2 tires, it wouldn't have paid off, because I still had to take a full can of fuel anyway, so it wouldn't have. I had to take 4, and the tires wore so much here, especially the right sides. So I was like, let's just go 4 tires and hope for the best. And we tried something, and didn't pay off. But I'd thank my sponsors, thank my teammates, thank my crew chief, thank everybody here. Oh yeah, my car's pretty good.
All
So when you were holding the 42 off,
it must have included Jake.
I got a question for him. When you were holding the 42 off for what, 4 or 5 laps, you just use everything that you had, or?
Well, actually, I was kind of surprised. I was surprised that I felt like I was a little faster than him, but I think he might have been screwing up his entry a little bit, and I just had good runs off the corner. And my car was actually good on the short run. It was good for about maybe 10 laps, 10, 15 laps. But then after a while, it started to give way, and at the end of that run there, come to the checkers, I lost about like 5 seconds to them. So it was more of a short run car, and I just was hoping that there'd be a late caution or something, because I think I would have had a good car to beat him then, but on the long run, he had the best car, so.
Well, don't tell him we told you, but he said he just did it so he could have somebody to race with. He was bored leading way out front that many laps.
Yeah, well, I felt bad. I was like, yeah, he must be bored up there, so that's why I decided to do something different. So.
Well, we give you A+ for the effort. You're the only one that tried an early pit strategy that had a chance. The 15, you and the 15 had a really good battle for 3/4 of the race, and then I don't know, either he stayed out too long or over-adjusted himself, because he was straightaway behind you guys at the end of the race.
Yeah, I think I don't know what happened to him actually, because he was like not even a second behind me when I pitted. So I was wondering what happened to him. He fell back like 3 seconds, 3-4 seconds to me. So it must have just been short pitting, because I was like two seconds off of Wildcat before I came in, and I was up on him by a couple tenths. So it must have just been my strategy, just I just gained so much time on pit road,
Yeah.
Yeah, if he had stayed out, a lap or 2 more, that would have gave you a pretty good gap, but he still may have ran you down. You never know.
I'm sure he would have. But.
We're going to try to get JT in here, so good luck at Homestead and enjoy your last ever ride in a 7 car.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the win next week. So
hopefully you can end the season like it started the season.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Take it easy, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll see if I can get JT in here. I didn't have him actually on my friends list, so I'm having to trying to send him an invite here. Let's see if he can jump in and say hello to us. If he doesn't, then we'll swap it up a little bit compared to some of the other broadcasts, and we'll just bring the 4th place guy in, which would be the 22.
Well, we'll do what we want because it's our broadcast. And
don't look like JT's coming. I sent him 2 invites, so doesn't look like he's gonna make the deal here. So let's see if we can get Mr. Pendle in here. Send him an invite. See if he will join us.
There he is. Got some type of music going in the background.
He's jamming. He knows he made that final.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Oh, not too bad. Just working on Homestead, that's all.
Dedication. He just finished and he's already working on Homestead.
Yeah, I lost the championship last year at Homestead, and I'm not going to do it again this year. So.
Tell us about his interesting day.
Well, I appreciate it. He's doing all right. Now he's just laying on the couch watching TV, but my car sucks. I hate New Hampshire. I just wanted my car to be able to turn, and through every stage I was lowering my wedge and adjusting my tire pressure to help it get a little bit better grip. And I say if we had another 10, 15 laps to go, I probably would have caught 3rd place and maybe made a run at 2nd because I pitted a little late. But
yeah,
I thought
we were talking to Wildcats, and we figured out he's one of the very few weird people in the world that actually like plowing. around there real good.
Yeah, he was flying. I mean, he told me my lap time or his lap times before we raced, and I said, yeah, there ain't no way I'm beating you tonight. But I just kept on working on the car, and it got better and better. It just by the time it got really good for me, it was just too late to do anything with. But I'll take a 4th place finish at probably one of my worst tracks ever, and move on to Homestead.
Yeah, he just has the center roll. He rolls the center so much.
He did. I tried to roll the center. I tried going high. I tried going low, and nothing was working for me. So I just held on to it.
You and the 23 had some good battles out there. That looked like
Yeah,
it was
we
fun.
did. Yeah, it was pretty fun. NASCAR, he's getting better every week, and you know, he was fighting for a win. Even though he's not in the playoffs, and I was trying to give him room, and he was trying to give me room. I think I got into him a little bit off corner two once on accident. I just had a really good runoff, and I didn't realize he was that high up on me, and I got into him. So other than that, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good battle.
All right. Well, congratulations on your 4th place finish, and good luck at Homestead. Hopefully you can close it out. Your championship.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys, and good luck to you all in your race Tuesday night as well.
Yes, sir. And I want to add in as well that we are praying for your son. Hopefully, he has a speedy recovery and everything.
He'll be fine, man. He's we got my wife's calling Children's tomorrow, and they're going to set up an appointment for him to get some more testing done. But he did break it, so hopefully they get it fixed here soon. And I think. Yeah, right. But yeah, he'll be fine. He's had a broken arm before, so he's had issues before, but he'll be all right. He didn't take him on to heal from the other one, so he'll be all right. I appreciate it, guys, for thinking about him.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll do. Thanks, guys.
Up, Dave.
All right, see y'all later.
All right, see you, bud. All right, so you guys have any closing thoughts on the race and what y'all think about what might happen next week?
I'm gonna say it's gonna come down between Wildcats and Pendle for the win.
Wildcats and Pendle. What about Chase? You don't think Chase has got a chance at it?
I mean, he might, but you never know. I'm just telling you my 2 picks. Every time I pick Chase or Dean, they always run like shit, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that Wildcats and Pendle are the 2 to beat.
Fast, what do you think?
Well, just based on the night's race, I would say Wildcats has it in the bag, but Homestead is not New Hampshire, so I think it's going to come down to drafting, especially being Xfinity. I would say Pendle, and I'm going to say JT Racer.
For the championship?
No, for the race.
Oh, I was talking about for the championship.
No, for the race. Oh, I don't even. I would say Dean and Pendle. But for the race winner, I would say it would be JT Racer.
Going with a dark horse. I'd say JT would probably have something for him at Homestead, but if I had to pick a champion, it'd be one of 3 guys. It'd either be Pendle or Wildcats, so I'm gonna stick with Chase. I think he's got a good car. I think he could probably pull it out Wednesday, but you never know. Homestead's just, it's the style of drafting. It's just like Talladega and Daytona. So, I mean, what can happen will happen. So.
All right, we'll wrap this broadcast up so Mitch don't have to pay us no more.
All right, well, that is Jake the Snake, Tigger, and Fastlane for the Elite Xfinity Series at New Hampshire. Hope y'all enjoyed the broadcast. Be sure to tune in Tuesday night for the Cup Championship at Homestead, and next Wednesday for the Xfinity Series Championship. And we are out. Peace, guys.